Hi, I'm Queen Silvy of the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show. You want to expand and get noticed? Then come outside your box and into our world. Internet advertising has a real impact on global awareness and even sales, so let's make an impact together. Offering for a limited time advertising and sponsorship packages that excel your purpose. So contact Queen Silvy or Smooth Tim for the exciting opportunities that awaits. Yeah. Feeling overwhelmed, overweight, or out of sync with your health and body? Overtime Fitness Toledo. Need motivation and direction with your goals? Overtime Fitness Toledo. Here at Overtime Fitness, we strive to provide a warm, inviting, judgment-free, family-oriented atmosphere, offering customized and nutrition workout training. Because you are worth it. Give us a call and book your session today. 419-708-0005. Overtime Fitness Toledo. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram.
Hey, this is Smooth Tim, and welcome. I'm going to get myself together here. There we are. Welcome to the Now You Know Show on another Thursday evening. It is now my absolute pleasure to introduce to you the world's sexiest granny, everybody's favorite comedian, my better half, the queen herself, Queen Silvy.
That's right. It is me, baby, Queen Silvy. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in this great world. It is a terrific Thursday. I hope it's a great day. I hope you've had a great day on this terrific Thursday. We present the Now You Know show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. Smooth, how are you?
I'm doing terrific on this Thursday evening, Queen, and might I ask how you're doing?
Hey, Thursday and every day, I am supercalifragilistic.
Expialidocious, I suppose,
That's
is
right.
24/7, 365. Queen Silvy, you are just simply
I know.
amazing.
I am amazing.
Yes, you are.
I'm so amazing. I'm gonna roll my eyes because you are amazing. Smooth, you are amazing, and we do have, besides some outstanding segments for you today, introducing a new phenomenal segment for you. Have a great surprise for you later on that Smooth will gladly share with you.
Okay, am I going to share something? Okay.
Yes, you are. It is such a great show in store for you today. Spread the word around. Hey, listen, phone lines are even open if you'd like to call and make a suggestion, a comment, or a question or something. Hey, hit us up. And that number is 817-602-0577. That's the number 2. The Queen Silvy Show and the Now You Know show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. So, Smooth, we do have some announcements.
Absolutely, Queen. Again, our hearts and prayers going out to the world with everything that's going on. We're thinking about you, and if you want us in your prayer chain, hit us up. We'd be more than happy to get into that chain with you. That's what we're here to support you. Also, hey, take a moment to join our Friends Club, the Queen Silvy Show's Friends Club. Look at the top of the screen there, scrolling. Yeah, you'll see that. Go ahead and get on to www.thequeensilvyshow.com and go ahead and get on to our email list, and that'll get yourself hooked up with All kinds of
All
goodies.
kinds of goodies.
All
We
kinds of
so
goodies.
much love paying it forward and being your friend.
You better believe it. And because you are worth it, Foxy 5 Jewelry, sassy, elegant, and affordable fashions, jewelry, and accessories. Get a hold of Monica Wright on Facebook and or go to her website at www.foxy5jewelry.com. That's the number 5, by
That's
the
right.
way.
Get yourself hooked up. Get ahead of the game when it comes to the holidays, shopping and stuff. What?
Also, another way to keep up with us, Queen, is to get onto our YouTube channel. And that's pretty simple to find. Just go to YouTube and type in The Queen Silvy Show. And you'll also find us on Twitch, too. So now we're on Twitch also. We're all over the place.
We're on Twitch,
Simply
too.
Google us.
That's right.
And you'll find a couple of different broadcast sites. We're real happy with the YouTube site because we put all kinds of little special stuff up there.
We
So
are
go ahead.
places you would not believe.
Probably.
that
Don't
in a
give it
good
all
way.
away. You know what? How your lawn looks says a whole lot about you, so why not put your lawn care and maintenance into the hands of someone who really cares? They're reasonable, experienced, reliable, licensed, and insured. Top-notch lawn care of Toledo, Ohio. Commercial, residential services are available all year long.
Okay.
Call or text them for the free estimate. Top-notch lawn care of Toledo, 419-708-0005.
That's right. Get yourself connected. Up here, up north, we're about to get into winter.
About time,
And,
yeah, it is about time to think about if you want somebody to remove some snow for you.
need some help, get yourself lined up and get it taken care of so you can just be there looking out the window and, oh, poor baby out there
Somebody else
doing all
shoveling
that
your snow.
work.
That's horrible.
That's right. Well, listen, hey, it is a terrific Thursday. Spread the word. We are live right now on all of your social media platforms. I'm excited about every segment. We have a new segment joining the platform, and I am honored about it. We'll give you information later on in the show on how you can have your own segment on the Now You Know show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. So, hey, check out this commercial break, and when we get back, hey, let's get it on with these segments. We will be right back with You're Not Alone, Dementia Talk with Pam, and the surprise segment beginning on Now You Know right here. Want the best for your dog? Then see Yitka, owner at Vita Canis, specializing in aromatherapy products for dogs and their owners. Here at Vita Canis, we help you to naturally and organically improve the health and happiness of your dog. Check out the website, www.vitacanis.co.uk. You can also find us on Instagram and Facebook.
Absolutely. Take care of that puppy.
Better take care of it indeed. You caught me. I'm trying to order them chocolate chip cookies. You know I love my chocolate chip cookies, and well, it is what it is.
Get that order in early.
You better get a lot of orders
they're usually
in early.
cleaned out by 10 o'clock. So if you want to get your chocolate kit,
And with them
chips
fresh,
early.
you don't want the ones that's just been sitting there collecting light and air and getting too crunchy.
Well, if you go to the bakery and they're just laying around still, then they must not be any good. It's the good
Right.
stuff that always just flies out the
Right.
shelves. If you're not there by 10, you're out of luck.
Well, it's a good thing that I have a secret location that all I do is call and tell them, yep, I'm coming
Hold
through.
me a couple.
They already know. Queen like her chocolate chip.
Only a couple of chippers.
But what I also like is all of the segments that we have for you. People sharing their experience, their knowledge, their stories, their inspiration. It is so much more than even that. And we are honored to have them all here on Now You Know. We're going to get things started with Pamela Anderson, who is currently taking care of her mom, who is now in stage 6 of dementia. And she shares the process, the journey, the experience, and so much more with her segment, You're Not Alone, Dementia Talk with Pam.
Hello, I hope your day is going well, and thank you for watching You Are Not Alone, Dementia Talk with Pamela. Now, when you first start going on your caregiver journey, you'll find out that you will have an aha moment. Now, that's when everything that you're wondering about your loved one will all fall into place. Now, you have a whole lot of aha moments over your caregiver journey, but there will be no surprises, and it is real life. Now, I had my first aha moment about 10 years ago, when my dad had a stroke. And about 6 months into his stroke, my mom became his full-time caregiver. My mom called me over to her house one day and said, stop by. And I said, yes, I will, and I'll be there in about a half an hour. Now, when I got there, my mom wasn't there, and my dad did not know where she was. So I called my mom on her cell phone, and she told me that she was shopping at Alone-Dementia and she was having a good time. Aha. There was something going on with my mom. So when I asked her about being at home taking care of Dad and what does she want from me when she asked me to stop by, she did come very agitated. She got upset and got on the defensive. She didn't remember telling me to come by, and let alone didn't remember taking care of my dad. So I started going by daily, helping my mom out and paying attention. I started noticing that Mom was leaving notes to herself regarding who her children were, who her husband was, where everything was located. Then I also began to discover that my mom was not paying her bills. Now, Mama always paid her bills, so that was an aha moment for me. My mom would take out 4 or 5 different meats at a time and to have them being defrosted for the night's supper. Again, she would begin to become real angry because she couldn't remember. She even denied even doing it. Aha. Yes, Mom does have a problem. What do I do now? After Mom's diagnosis, Mom was diagnosed with the Alzheimer's disease, and she was going into her 5th stage where she needed full-time care. So that's when I began taking care of both of my parents. About 2 years after that, my dad passed. And early that morning after he passed, my mom got all dressed up to black head to toe. And when I asked Mom, where are you going? She says, I'm going to bury my husband. I am going to my husband's funeral. Now, mind you, we had not made any plans for or arrangements for the funeral. So I had to try to explain to Mom what we had to do. We had to meet with the mortician and make the arrangements for another date. We finally calmed her down, and my dad had a beautiful funeral. Now, within a week, I began to notice that my mom was forgetting about my dad. She no longer remembered him through pictures or anything, his name or nothing. She did know her mother and father, and she knew herself to be Lucille Gainey, which was her maiden name. Now, my mom's disease was progressing, and my mother was no longer living in the present. Now, I use these aha moments as my support systems because I learn from them. Now, join me next week. I'll share some activities and some events that I've done with my mom and maybe you can do with your loved ones. So tune in. This is Pamela Anderson. I am there for you, and I can be reached on Facebook. And remember, you are not alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are not alone. Dementia Talk with Pam. Thank you, Pam, for that was very touching. I can't imagine what that is
No, you
like.
know what I found kind of interesting that she brought up in the topic was that her mom started getting angry. And I think it was probably it
Frustrated.
was more of a frustration and anger with the family. Like, what are you doing here? You asked me to come over. No, I didn't. And then
Yeah.
they're thinking to themselves, shit.
Well, they might not be saying that,
But yeah,
but it is great. I look
it's got
forward
to
to
be
next
tough.
week with Pam Anderson, and you're not alone with Dementia Talk with Pam. And in the
I'd
meantime,
recommend you join her Facebook
I was
group.
going to say, yeah, you can. I recommend you go to Facebook and join her group page. You're not alone. Dementia Talk with Pam. Great, great articles, stories, pictures, photos from so many others who are going through the same thing or just learning the process and communicating well. And communication is so important. And so there you are. But I want to introduce to you on this terrific Thursday, the Now You Know Show, the new segment that is introduced today. November, we will be introducing a few other segments and surprises. So, you are so in for a great treat. Ride the ride with us as we do. The next segment is new. I introduced to you, and as I said before, her sisters, I'm sure.
I'm sure they
Venus
do.
and Serena, right?
Venus and Serena.
But now meet their sister, Sabrina
Sabrina
Williams.
Williams.
Very intelligent, very smart. She is a celebrity beyond them, in my opinion. And her segments is entitled "Inside Your Mind"
With the
with the
diva.
diva. Check it out. Look for some greater things in store for you. Right here on Now You Know with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim.
Hello, and welcome to Inside Your Mind with the Diva. I'm Sabrina Williams, and I'm your host. I am really glad that you're here today. Today, we're going to talk about a little bit about what my show is going to be like, and then I'm going to give you guys some encouragement. So my show is going to be about everything, just topics that have to do with mental health, mental wellness, how to get along with other people, how to cope with things that are going on with COVID, and how to self-care, and many more. So today, how many of you are going through struggles, especially with COVID, and you're grieving? Grieving does not have to be with death. Did you know we can grieve the loss of a pet? We can grieve the loss of a dog. Yeah. We can grieve the loss of friendships, the loss of unemployment, and so on. I know a lot of you have maybe experienced those things and you are wondering how you get through it. Well, I'll tell you how I get through it. I get through it with God. Now, other people have higher powers or believe in themselves, and that's good. But I've known that having a faith and being able to depend on that faith has helped me. I'm going to read a verse to you guys. It's James 1 through 12. James 1:12. And it goes like this. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial. Perseverance under trial. Because having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love him. We were never promised a rose garden on earth. But you know what? There's ways to get through things. Many ways. One, today I'm going to talk about is self-care. And what is self-care and what does that have to do with COVID? Because some of you guys have been stuck at home with your kids, with your spouse, or, having to work from home with your kids, with significant others, and you're a little overwhelmed. Well, ask yourself, if you can't take care of yourself, how can you give love and support to others? Yeah. So what I've learned from self-care is, you know what? You have to plan time for you. You have to set boundaries. Those are very important. Because if you don't, you're just going to be overwhelmed, frustrated, angry, and just taking it out on everybody else because you don't know what to do. So self-care, one is, okay, I'm going to set some boundaries. I'm going to set some time for myself. And guess what? You are going to plan, whether it's at your lunchtime or maybe at the end of the night, you're just going to take some time to either write in a journal, watch your favorite show. Mine is Murder Mysteries. Okay, that is just so fun. And watching Sherlock Holmes for me is my relaxing. Oh, and the other one that's really gross that some people like and some don't are watching the pimple popping shows because I'm really not watching them, but I'm just relaxing. So you have to relax. It's called decompression. If you're not relaxing or decompressing and just saying, okay, you know what, this happened today, this happened yesterday, but you know what, I can't think about that because tomorrow's the future and I gotta just move on. So self-care, we set our boundaries, we take time for ourselves, we process and decompress at the end of the night or in the middle of the day, or at lunchtime, you can take a walk. Maybe you work at a company and it's an opportunity to take a walk. I know a lot of people are working from home, so how about just taking a walk or I have a trampoline in my living room. That's a sight in itself. You know, tell yourself some jokes. I like to always tell myself jokes like, how many fish does it take to light a light bulb? Now, there's really no answer to that, but it actually cracks me up to think about it. Maybe you want to get some jokes of your own, but that's just one for me. The other thing is, before we come to an end, is just knowing you are loved, you are wanted, and you're more than enough, and you are loved deeply. Don't forget that, understand that, and thank you. I really thank you for taking your few minutes to looking inside your mind with the diva. May you be blessed. May you take some time to do self-care. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.
There we go.
Yes, I'm so excited. That was so great and inspirational. Thank you very much, Sabrina Williams. Oh, I'm so looking forward to next
You know,
week.
everybody needs a good mind coach.
Absolutely.
Keep you well centered. I mean, you know, doesn't matter what you're doing, businessman, athletes. Yep.
Yeah.
You got to keep your mind in order.
Hey, and she said it herself, because if you don't know and you're watching this live, I want you to know that Smooth and myself, we love and appreciate you. And if you're watching this later on an archive repeat, listen, our love is everlasting. We love and appreciate you. We really, truly do. And I appreciate Sabrina Williams. Look for next week, and we'll hook you up with some ways that you can get in contact and communicative with her when she says so, because she's a diva.
She's a diva. She'll tell you when she's
She'll
ready
let
to
you
tell
know.
you.
She'll let you know. In the meantime, you tune in next week, because it's going to be fantastic. So what else is fantastic is someone is sending in, I thank everyone for sending in their places for LP to try fast food restaurants. Someone sent in and wanted to hear about the Burger King Ghost Pepper Chicken Nuggets. Is there
Chicken nuggets. Ghost pepper chicken nuggets.
Okay. Well, he aims to please, because he did just that very thing. So check out LP's Flavor Review.
You know, I have a hard enough time with jalapenos. I don't know if I
don't do the hot and the spicy things. I'm already hot.
Yes, you are.
I know. Let's check out LP's Flavor Review.
You naughty girl.
Thank you for tuning in to LPs Flavor Review. I'm down here in Toledo, Ohio. About to go check out this Burger King, man. They got these ghost pepper chicken nuggets. You know what I'm saying? And you only can get them right now exclusively if you order them online through the app. You know what I'm saying? And pay for them and all that good stuff. can get a first chance to taste. I hope they better than the regular nuggets, the other nuggets, spicy nuggets they have, because them motherfuckers taste like straight cardboard. So I got a variety of sauces. I'm gonna check them out, see what they taste like in barbecue, and I'm gonna check them out and see what they taste like in the ranch sauce. So I got my online order from Burger King. They even put my name, LP, on the bag. Got the little online sticker on my shit. Ghost pepper wings, y'all. Alright, y'all. Moment of truth. Burger King Ghost Pepper Chicken Nuggets. Interesting. They got my sauces in here like I ordered. They smell fresh. They're nice and hot, so I can tell these nuggets was dropped fresh because they nice and hot. And that's the only way that you can eat Burger King nuggets. You know what I'm saying? Nice and hot, fresh from the pipe. Alright, man, so I'm gonna hit it with this ranch and I'm gonna hit it with the barbecue sauce. You can't go wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Burger King Ghost Pepper Chicken Nuggets. And as you can see, they look crunchy and flaky. They look real flaky. You know, they look just like the regular chicken nugget, but they nice and flaky. Let's try it without the sauces and see what the spices and the flavors at, because you can see all the spices on them and the flavors from the spices. Let's taste and find out. Ghost peppery, very peppery. Ooh, those got some heat. I ain't even getting nothing to drink. Oh shit! You can see all the spices on the peppery. Let's hit it with this ranch first. Let's go dunking. There it is. They got a good barbecue sauce, nice and vinegary. You know what I mean? All right. That was good. It's hot. Burger King. Man, they got all my stuff. That shit that opened up my whole nose. Just from the pepper and the spices. You can feel it all down your throat right here. These ghost pepper nuggets are fresh out the grease. I can tell that. And these are pretty good. They're not as meaty. It's more like flaky and crunchy outside. They're not as meaty as the original nuggets though. But they're pretty good. If you like spicy food, you like stuff with a lot of heat, a lot of pepper and stuff like that, that's something that you'll definitely enjoy. You know, I really dig that, you know what I'm saying? I really dig that, them nuggets though, man. I like it better in the barbecue sauce. The ranch, they ranch ain't all that, you know what I'm saying? So it's all right. But in the barbecue sauce, man, that shit slap. That shit slapping. But out of 10, Burger King, man, I give y'all ghost pepper chicken nuggets. I give y'all a good 6.5, man. A good 6.5.
Ghost pepper
funny.
nuggets.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, when he said it
forgot to
opened up
drink.
his senses and my nose and everything, I'm like, why are you going to that? I would have some water or something.
You got to have something on hand.
Whew.
Yeah. He put himself into a situation there.
Yeah.
Got nothing to drink and got ghost peppers.
6.5. Wow.
Just to let people know, though, he plays hard.
Yeah, he's like the Simon Cowell of food critic. I'm telling you,
that's a good analogy.
Hard. Yeah,
the Simon Cowell of food tasting.
Yeah, very good. Serious about his grind, going around. If you have a place where you'd like LP to try out, just hit him up at on his YouTube channel, LPs Flavor Review, or send your message here via Queen Silvy Show at queensylvy@comic.com. We'll get that to him. Follow his channel, by the way, on YouTube.
I think the only one that he gave a real good review to lately was that Market Fresh sandwich from Arby's.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Well, it's interesting. Hey, you might say you want to do a segment in your kitchen cooking chicken
Let
or
us know.
something.
Why
Hey, hit
not?
us up. We will do that and make it happen. But now is my favorite segment. They're all my favorite segments. But when the weekly show question and people send in their video answers all over, it is so special and dear to me. And this week we have 2 questions. You can either answer one of the questions or answer both of the questions. And those questions are: what do you wish someone taught you a long time ago? And the other question is: what food do you love that a lot of people might think is a little odd? Well, Uncle Leroy is a little bit off, I think, on what he says, but nevertheless, he is always there every week to provide for you.
His feedback.
Yes, and we also have all the way from Texas, the beautiful Queen Angie Akers. Let's check it out and see what they have to say.
I think Leroy gets it just a tad bit twisted.
He's an actor.
Is that what that is? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hey, this Uncle Leroy. Hope you're having a good day. Guess what? They want me to tell you something I wish I knew when I was younger. Guess what? I wish I knew that I had a twin. That's right. He got lost at the laundromat years ago. Hey, go on over there and heat up the dinner for me, baby. I love the Now You Know show, Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. See you next week. Gotta go eat.
Okay, so the one thing I wish I would have been taught or learned early in life is to love the skin you in. Like, love everything about you. That one eye that's smaller than the other one, the big boobs you have and the flat behind, the stretch marks on your stomach, all that. Love all of that. Love the skin you in. God made you that way, and you're perfect in his eyes, and it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. I wish I would have learned that like a long time ago. It took me a while to get there, but hey, love you like you are. Accept it, flaunt it, show it off, flaws and all. Okay, so a food that I love that you guys are definitely going to think is odd is a dish called lomi salmon. It's called lomi salmon, but it's actually made with tuna. I think it's supposed to be made with salmon, but salmon high. So all my childhood and all the way up to adulthood, we make it with tuna. So it's tuna fish, tomatoes, onions, green onions. You season it up with some salt. You put some ice in there to make it super cold and kind of give it a little juice. And then you serve it over hot rice. And it is amazing. It's more like a Hawaiian dish. My mom is black, but she did grow up in Hawaii. So that's where we kind of got the dish from. But yeah, that is the dish I love.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I want to try that too. I like trying things new. That's interesting. Thank you very much, Uncle Leroy. And thank you very much, Queen Angie Akers.
Had a good point about substituting tuna for salmon.
Right.
We grew up like we grew up when we was younger, when no times was
Man,
kind
we
of
grew
tight.
up, we didn't even know the
Had a
word
lot of
salmon.
tuna. Ate a lot of tuna.
fish. Right.
A lot of tuna.
That's all right. That's all right. So, hey, continuing on, we have Cynthia Wait, no, we have Tamar, Cynthia, and Kane Patino answering one or the other of what do you wish someone taught you a long time ago? Or what food did you love that a lot of people might find a little odd? Check out their answers right here on Now You Know. Now You Know.
Now you know. See what Tamar has to say.
Hey, it's Tay, and I'm answering the question of the week for the Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim show. The question of this week is, what is something that I wish someone would have taught me long ago? And for me, that wish is that I have been taught about financial freedom. And people define that in many different ways, but for me, financial freedom just means to be able to live comfortably, in your own means, not, balling out of control in a mansion, a billionaire. That's not necessarily financial freedom. But if you got bill collectors calling you all hours of the day and night, you are not financially free. I'm not financially free for sure. So under that umbrella of financial freedom, I wish I would have known what credit meant, what having good credit meant, how to obtain good credit, how to maintain good credit, and what are the benefits of that. Because I know that just from interest charges alone, that people with lower credit scores pay thousands of dollars more than people with good credit scores. And that seems so backwards because it is, but that is the reality that we're facing right now. So as a teacher, I think it's important, now just saying it out loud, I think it's important that I explain credit. And I'm the music teacher, but I can still sneak in those other life lessons that'll be important, that'll stay with them moving forward in their lives and be beneficial. And just really quickly, my favorite weird food is donut fried cheese. You heard me right. With marinara, of all things. Now, really what it is like some mozzarella cheese dipped in like donut batter, like a corn dog, fried, and then ooey gooey with marinara sauce. So there you go. There's the serious part of this question and then the light part. So we got it all taken care of. But thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me and possibly watch me. And I want you to take care. And now you know. Bye.
God bless you guys. This is Superstar Kane Patino here once again to answer this week's question. There's actually two questions, but I'm going to be answering one of them. What is something that you wish somebody would have told you a long time ago? And that's another great question, as I always say. But my answer is I wished somebody would have told me about Christ. I wish, yes, my family had planted the seed about Jesus Christ, but nobody really, I never truly understood why Jesus Christ was so important. I get that I know it now, and I get that I was just a child, but knowledge is the most important thing that you could ever have in your life. I feel like if you're trained as a child to be a child of God, then you can teach others as you get older as well. And that's totally the way I feel. Because God is so merciful and great. And God's just been too good to all of us for His word not to be spread. My parents used to teach me about praying and about God and about Jesus. But like I said, I never truly, totally understood why that was so important. I love you guys with all my heart and soul. Thank you so very much for listening. God bless you.
Kane Patino is born blind and autistic. He's a Christian rapper doing some fantastic things. You can follow him. I advise you to follow him. He does some great work, all by memory. He also has a TikTok, Kane Patino, and also on Facebook and YouTube. I'm sorry.
I got one more on my phone that I can play. I'll play through the system, Silly.
Hey, we aim to please.
If I can get this to work.
Hi, Cynthia, and I'm here on Now You Know to answer the question of the week, which is, what food do you love that might seem a little odd to a lot of people? Well, the food that I love that might seem a little odd is the grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Okay, so it's grilled just like a grilled cheese sandwich, except for it's peanut butter and jelly in the inside. So it's buttery and crispy on the outside and sweet and smooth on the inside. It's real good. We created that back in the 70s. So try it. It's good. We love it. So that is my answer. Grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Well, there's a few things that we need to check out and try. Smooth. I like trying new things. You know?
That was interesting.
Yes, and with Cynthia's video, there was I don't know, something with the technical part of it, but nevertheless, we come through and provide the best in live entertainment talents and topics from
We'll
around the
figure
world.
out one way or the other. We
You
are
better
problem
believe it.
solvers. You got
Better
a problem?
believe it.
Lay it on us. We'll solve it for you.
You better believe it. Cynthia was looking all beautiful and stuff. Cynthia, go ahead on. I look forward to everyone who participates in the weekly show question of the week. It is an honor, and I am very thankful. Thank you all for doing that. Well, we're going to wind things almost down because we have a show out of Columbus, Ohio. Talking with TeeLatrice is very inspirational and motivating. Learning along the way together is a great thing in unity. And I present this to you right now. Talking with TeeLatrice.
On the Now You Know show.
On the Now You Know show. That's right.
What up, world? It's your girl TeeLatrice coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Talking with TeeLatrice. This week, we're going to be discussing the third law of success, which is the law of karma or cause and effect. Karma is both action and the consequence of that action. So you know that old saying, what goes around comes around. So basically what karma is about is what you put out is what you get back, just like everything goes around in a circle. So you want to be conscious of that. With the law of karma, every action generates a force of energy that returns to us in like kind. So again, what you put out is what you get back. The best way to use and maximize the use of karma law is to be aware of the choices we make every single moment. So I'm not saying you make a choice today, and an hour later, you make a different choice. No, you literally have to be conscious of every single choice you make at every given moment, like every second of the day. You have to think, is this the right thing to do? Because it comes back to you. Everything that is happening at this moment, believe it or not, in your life is because of the karma that you put out. So if you got good stuff going on, you put out good karma. If you got bad stuff going on, unfortunately, it's the karma that you put out, the things that you've done. So, but the great thing about that is you can pay your debt of karma, do something good, and it'll come back. But a lot of times, whatever you put out, you have to pay that karmic debt. So it has to come back to you. But you can make a choice to say, you know what, I'm not going to do that again because I don't want that to happen to me again. You know, I'll use myself as an example. When I was younger, I had a boyfriend and I cheated. The one time that I cheated, I was very young. And guess what? The lesson that I learned behind that, I've never done it again. So I understand the law of karma very, very well. So when you make a choice, one of the things that you can do to prevent this karma is when you make a choice, ask yourself, what are the consequences of this choice that I'm making? In your heart, you'll know the answer. Second, ask yourself, will this choice I am making bring happiness to me and those around me? If yes, go ahead and make that choice. If no, the choice brings distress to you or those around you, simply don't make that choice. It's literally that simple, guys. Ask yourself if the choice that you're making is a good one, or if it's going to hurt you or someone that you love, or ask yourself if the choice that you're making is a bad decision and it's going to ultimately hurt someone or those around you. It doesn't have to be anyone that you love. If the choice that you're making is going to hurt someone or be a bad decision for someone around you or someone that you know, don't do it. Like, you literally have to make a choice to be a good person, because that's all karma is deciding to be a good person and making good choices in life. You know, you have a lot of people who say, you know what, I don't care. And they live in the moment and they do things in the moment that could hurt others. What you have to realize, guys, is ultimately that comes back to you. It may not be today, but it'll come back eventually. And you don't want that. And I don't want that for you. So let's start making great choices if we want to be successful. But as long as karma is evolutionary for both self and everyone affected by self, then the fruit of karma will be happiness and success. So that's what we're going for. We want happiness and success, right? Because that's what all these laws are about. The laws of success. So I want you to put out good things so that good things can come back to you. And forget what you did yesterday. Let's start today making good choices, okay? That's all I have for today. If I had more than 5 minutes, guys, you know I will go on and on and on. But that's all I got for you today. So make good choices so that your karma comes back greatly, okay? That's my spiel for today. I'm TeeLatrice. I ain't gonna let none stop me. Don't let none stop you. Thank you for joining me. And next week, we're gonna go into the 4th law. And I'll see you guys then. Thank you for joining me again. Have an amazing week.
Yes, indeed. I feel so blessed. I really do. To know and to have such greatness to present worldwide. It means a lot to me. To bring the inspiration, to give the motivation, to share your private life, to share your experience, your knowledge, your gift. Fun is even included. We'd love for you to come aboard. We'd love for you to join our platform of the Now You Know. We have Now You Know 2 about to start very soon. So there is room for you. There is room for you to spread it out all over the world. Just hit us up at queensylvy@comic.com or go to the website, thequeensylvyshow.com. And again, if you can find us, we are everywhere. You can find it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere where you can find Queen Silvy or Smooth Tim. Before I get into the last segment, which is blowing up like Smooth Tim's Tid Bits, what I'd like to do is give a few shout outs, if I may. Shout out to Joe Mercer, Aaliyah, Asia, Tay, Maya, Camille, Queen Sonia, Queen Khaki, Queen Shanika, Queen Brianna, Queen Alana, Precious, and Cynthia. Shout out to you. Shout out to Pat Wilhelm McGiffin, C. Shorty, Franklin. Shout out to you. Gold Rosa, Renita Easley. Shout out to you all as well. Donna Ferry out of Austin, Texas. Shout out to you. Webster Vito, Hostile Flow, that is Johannesburg, South Africa. Shout out to you. Queen D. Brown, shout out to you. LP and Jonathan Easley, Jonathan Jr. Easley. Shout out to you guys as well. Hey, it's been a pleasure. I would love to give shout outs. If you want to give a shout out for yourself or someone you want to be kind and thoughtful for, just hit us up, queensylviacomic.com. We will shout you out and represent you every Tuesday on the Queen Silvy Show and today on a terrific Thursday, the Now You Know Show. Let's get these going and get things going because I have been waiting. Oh, these two guys are a great team. They talk about some great stuff, things that I won't tap. This is things for them. It is Tim's Tid Bits with special guest, special host, Mr. Larry E. Enjoy on Now You Know with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim.
Hey. Larry E., how you doing?
What's up, man? I'm good. You all right?
Doing all right.
What's up, Larry?
Hey, what's up, Queen? I'm glad to be here again on another show. Thank you.
Another terrific Thursday.
Before you guys get started, why don't we just spill the beans on this exciting news that Smooth and you have to share? Smooth?
Oh, we're going to be moving our show, so we're no longer going to associate ourselves with.
That's so cold-blooded.
Ooh,
that's cold-blooded.
Because she was kind of she was tough on us. I'm like, hey,
I was not.
So we're going to branch off, and Larry and I will have our shows on Hump Day, Wednesday.
That's right, Wednesdays at 7 p.m.
It's a good day for us, you know what I'm saying? As men.
That's right.
That's right, Hump Day for men.
Hey, that's what's up. You guys are blowing up so big that, hey, it's only right to just move aside and give you all your own little platform and day, and it's exciting for me because now we have 3 shows: the Queen Silvy Show every Tuesday, Tim's Tid Bits on Wednesday, and Thursday the Now You Know Show. So this is super fantastic.
Super fantastic.
Yes. Happy to be a part of it.
Yep.
Happy to have you as a co-host.
We're going to even incorporate your picture in the intro for you guys on Wednesday. Larry, you're in there.
Ooh.
Yeah, wait till that blows up.
All right, it shows you guys.
Hey, man. Well, let's get her started. I think we had talked a little bit before, and one of the things we was going to talk about is super sites. And what is a super site, in case our listening audience, viewing audience doesn't know? That would be a site that had toxic material and or waste dumped at it or on it, and it now has been reclamated by cities, municipalities to be utilized as such things as a playground for the kids. So wow. I'm kind of wondering, what do you think about all this, Larry? I mean, these are sites that they know they have contaminated material. Supposedly, the EPA comes in and takes these baseline readings to make sure it's not too hazardous. You got some of those down in Texas?
Yeah, you know what, man? Because I read up on this. I saw I think it was a documentary where they were the industries were dumping a bunch of toxic waste in a small town, and eventually they started having issues with that, and people were coming out with cancers and all kinds of very bad things were happening to them and their kids, and kids wasn't born. They were born with defects and everything, and the government actually stepped in and did something about it. But you know what happens usually once it blows over? Industries make money, presidents, senators, House of Representatives, they want to get into office. So who pays to win into office? The EPA is controlled by the government. These industries are controlled by the government because they pay these presidents' wages. Oh, audio? We got audio problem?
Dan.
No, go ahead.
We good? Oh, okay.
Audio problem because I popped in.
I'm just saying, I've seen this before, and at the end of the day, they say these baseline readings. If you can get it, all you got to do is get a soil sample, and you'll read it, and it tells you exactly what you have. Basically, you can get a real sample by just picking up the soil and running it and taking it to a laboratory and doing it properly. But the bad part about it is, Tim, is it goes to show you that they don't care about our children. Okay, they don't care about the children.
Right.
Yeah, we had that here in Ohio before we left for Texas, Queen, if you remember. There was a site in Ohio to where there had been toxic waste dumped, and a lot of the children in the area, they had what do they call those, cancer clusters?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Right.
So,
they're doing very little.
yeah,
about
I'm
it.
not sure if they should be reclaiming that land for recreational purposes, so to speak. Maybe if you want to turn it into some other type of land where maybe wildlife can roam around and it's not good for them. That's real nice.
No, Tim, I think once you damage the soil or damage the earth, it's damaged. I'm like, you got to dig it out and replace it. I worked for a place called Boots and Coots a long time ago when I first got out the military. We were emergency spill technician crew. All we did was, when I was in Houston, all we did was went around and cleaned up all spills, gas spills, anything that was a spill, we cleaned it up. The only way you're going to properly clean up a spill if it gets in the soil is to dig it up and replace it.
Yeah, does
you
it
can't put anything on the top
leach? Does it not leach down into the water systems eventually when the rain
Everything does,
rises?
because it rains. Rains. When it rains, water travels, and it happens like that. Once the soil is contaminated, it's contaminated. You got to replace it. You got to dig that soil out completely. You got to dig it out, do a sample, dig it out, do a sample, dig it out. When the sample comes out that there's no more contamination, then you fill it back in with fresh soil, then you start all over.
Who paid for all that?
The people who made the spill.
Mm-hmm.
We just
supposedly, right?
Good money in it. Yeah. So the city charged them. We showed up, cleaned it up, and we charged the company to make the spill. And at the end of the day, if you don't replace even the water, okay, now I'm gonna tell you something. The lakes, you can't even swim in them. Now, even in Houston, if you see a refinery near water, they are dumping those chemicals into that water. That water's contaminated.
Mm-hmm.
That's what really surprised me. People is, and you're familiar with the DFW area down at the end of Collins there. Where they have the city dump.
Mm-hmm.
But anyhow, I mean,
down Green Oaks,
and
right?
that's at the Green Oaks and Collins.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Anyhow, and that's right by the Trinity River. The Trinity River is maybe a quarter mile away from this dump at the most.
Go one further across
it's
the street.
contaminated.
So I'm thinking, how can that not be leaching into the river, and then that river's flowing into Fort Worth because it goes through
Well,
Dallas.
those some
right?
lavish apartments right across the street.
It's contaminated. It has to be contaminated. There's nowhere in the world it's not contaminated.
And they're steady building.
And people, and think about it, people just unaware, and it's not the fact that they don't care. The ones that are doing it don't care, but people are unaware of the damages, the dangers that they will have their kids around, themselves around, dealing with their pollution.
That's the thing that gets me
Earth.
with this dioxin gas. This dioxin gas that's emitted from these sites. I mean, it causes skin damage, liver damage, cancers.
Mm-hmm.
And you may be very well right. A lot of people are just ignorant to the fact that this is where I'm living, or on top of, or this is where my kids are playing.
Right on.
Yeah, and they just replacing it and just putting stuff on top of it, and they're not doing the proper thing. You have to dig that stuff out completely, and then replace it. I'm like, you got to dig. Sometimes you got to dig. Sometimes hundreds of feet deep. The longer it's been there, the more it's seeped down into it. You got to dig, and every time you dig, you take a sample.
Well, how many businesses don't even want to spend that money?
They're not going to. That's why they'd rather
be hush hush.
It's better to have it ignored on their part.
That's crazy.
Yeah, pay somebody off. Pay off EPA. EPA can be paid off. It's a human being. They want money. They'll get paid off. Somebody pay them off. They got connections.
Well, let's move on to another very interesting topic that I brought up. The koala bears in Australia are suffering from chlamydia. Apparently, almost 90% of the koala bears in Australia have chlamydia.
Wow.
I mean, I don't mean to laugh.
I'm not gonna say it, man. They need the quality to start wearing condoms, because I'm like, they need to.
Terrible.
I don't know who gave it to the koala, but
that desperate over there.
I mean, they had the forest fires that just ripped through there 6-8 months ago. Yes, something like that. And
I'm saying if a fire can't burn up chlamydia, then you be in trouble. Then.
But I mean, the thought line when I seen this come across, I'm like, how the hell? How does this happen? How does a koala bear? I mean, I don't find them that cute. Personally,
I'm mad at the koala, the first koala that had it, and I'm like, could you just have some self dignity to not give it to another koala? Now they just
right? Can you just close it?
You know, it's kind of like
close it to strap up. One of them to say somebody got to. Now all of them down. Chlamydia.
Did you really look at that? I was shocked.
That's deep.
I couldn't believe it. Yeah, you're right. At least the koala should have enough ethics that he should tell his girlfriend that he's got STDs.
Hey, you know, my stuff ain't right. I'm leaking a little bit. That's
right.
Hey, let me go holler at the chlamydia doctor,
right?
The koala doctor. You know, they got their own little world with the doctors and stuff like we do. And holler him first, and then I get back with you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what happened.
But you know,
it's hilarious.
That kind of shit. It's not hilarious. Actually, it's really kind of a shame if you think about what we're doing.
It's a koala though, so damn.
But you know, how does that? You know, I feel horrible.
And it's what 90%, Tim? How many are suffering from it?
90% of the population, the koala population, has chlamydia.
And then you gotta understand, there's probably a bunch of them, so they get their smash on. It ain't like it's 5 koalas, and like 3 of them got it. You know, 4 of them have.
Well, and it's not all contracted through sex, is what they said. Some of it is contracted through birth. So, if mama has the chlamydia, the infant that's born.
Still, that's a large percentage to be affected.
Well, I'm pretty sure, don't they can find a cure though. So
I would think they are, because that's what they were doing here actually in that picture that I show here. Mm-hmm. They're actually vaccinating the koalas to try to get some control on this epidemic.
Well, she's smiling, so she knows it's not super serious. I think she's like,
no, it's a photo op, Larry. Come on, man.
Ain't like they put a fake smile on. Ain't like she was on there like this. Really,
I even see morticians smile when a camera comes in.
They'll be all right, man. Luckily, that koalas. I think what the koalas eat bamboo. So,
what are they into? They're into those leaves, right?
Yeah. So they
get all buzzed up off the leaves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't think we can. It won't be a chlamydia thing going on now. So it's because they leaves. So we okay.
They're cool on the cocoa leaves or whatever they're into.
Don't you drink no hot cocoa?
Oh, eucalyptus leaves. That's what it is. Eucalyptus
leaves.
Okay,
that's a natural.
A natural buzz. They catch that natural buzz going.
Natural healing too.
Hey, got another one, and this is a debate that I've heard going on for a couple of months now, and that's the educational debate about critical race theory being taught in schools. Have you followed this or heard about it?
Well, read on it, and I read something about Trump I think he passed a bill allowing it, or I wasn't really sure about it. I think Trump passed a bill, and then I think it was preventing it from being taught in school. Am I right, Tim, or am I wrong?
Right. Here's a map of states that have completely banned it, and others that are passing legislation to control what's going to be taught as far as critical race theory. And, you know, what is that all about? I think what happens is, some people just don't know what it is. You know, they're talking about, the disparity in education and housing and jobs and in the legal system, based upon a person's race.
Right.
And that there are differences, if I'm arrested or if Larry is arrested, let's keep it real.
Right.
The whole system is going to handle your case and my case just a tad bit differently.
Yeah,
Yeah. The NAACP have got involved in it, and they're very upset because of that. I think that everybody should know about how our country started, and everybody should know their history. Whether it's your history or my history or family history, I think there's something that should be taught. And it's like they're trying to erase what happened in the past, but you can't erase anything that happened in the past, especially if it's still happening in the future. If it's going to happen in the future, it's happening in the present. And like race and politics and religion is very touchy to talk about, but at the end of the day, it's real. We have to discuss it. We have to confront it. And as individuals or as groups, as a society or as an ethnicity or as a race, we all have to talk about it and figure out what we have to do to make everything better for everyone.
You know what? I don't think people really understand
Well
the disparities. If I live in, let's go to one extreme. If I'm living in the Hollywood Hills and the access to whatever I have, whether it be entertainment, food, medical, legal, whatever, is going to be totally different than the kind of services is going to be provided me in a place like South Dallas, for instance.
Yeah. Healthcare is different.
Everything. You can't tell me that there, and that is what they want to try to talk about.
I'm tell you what's real bad too. The one real bad about it is even a lot of people don't realize. I always go back to fitness, but if you go to certain neighborhoods, you have healthier restaurants and healthy eating places. You have better grocery stores that choose more organic foods.
Yes.
Now you go to other stores, you don't have those opportunities. And that's another thing. So the food you eat could actually have an effect on your life and where you live. And that's another thing that can help you live longer. Proper healthcare can help you live longer.
Even healthcare. Think of the healthcare. I mean, if you go into some of these lower income neighborhoods, you're going to see. You can tell that the healthcare service. You go past the healthcare service provider and you look at it and it's like that's kind of a rundown.
Yeah, and it's like they're trying to like sweep it under the rug. You can't sweep in. I'm gonna tell you something. If it was switched, if it wasn't black people or minorities, and you gotta understand, there are poor white people go through the same thing that black people go through. So you can't just say it's all black and white.
No.
Okay, so low income people in general, low income Americans that deserve equal health care and equal grocery facilities and schools are not getting it. And these laws are being passed to tell them to shut the hell up and just move on and deal with it. Now, one of the shoes on the other foot.
You know, well, think about. I brought this up to Queen earlier. I said, think about how it is done, and you may not see this as a racist move, but it actually is a racist move, and that's when they develop communities that are single-family housing.
Right. Well,
you're developing a community, and you've just X'd out how many people who cannot afford a $250,000, $500,000 home.
They have realtors that will only, like, say you want to buy a house. They got realtors that only sold certain people, certain houses, certain neighborhoods because they don't want certain people there. Now, Texas is not as segregated as other states. I think Ohio is one of the most Ohio. I think it might be one of the most segregated states in America.
Actually, it's Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee, yes, and it's real bad over there. It's like they're trying to say we don't have a problem, so stop talking about it. Let's pass a bill to shut them up.
Oh no, I'll keep it real. My son lives in Milwaukee, and he gave me a tour around the city where took me downtown to where the Bucks play and all that good stuff. And then he goes, "Let's go over here." You can go across the river. He goes, "Check this out." And so we go across the river and across these railroad tracks, and I mean, it was like night and frickin' day.
Yeah,
you could tell immediately you were in the hood.
Yeah,
and then
it's set up,
and you got out of it and more towards the lake. $1 million mansions, and it was like, wow, it is. You can see it. It is so obvious in that city.
Well, Tim, we have a certain amount of power that we can use ourselves, but it's going to take the rich because, let's be honest, there's not too many wealthy black people in America. It's only a few wealthy people. I mean, wealthy means like you always going to have money.
Yeah,
wealth. Yeah, white Anglo-Saxon Protestants. Yeah, you're always going to have money, but those that are rich need to come together, but they never do. I've seen them never do. These professional football players and whatever players, these all got this money, they're afraid to do it. You know why they're afraid to do it? Because they know what's going to happen. They know the power of all these secret organizations. There's 3 secret organizations. I didn't pull them up, but it's organizations other than the government that runs the government that are connected with other countries that people don't know about. Illuminati is one of them. It's like 3 other ones. Yep. I should have pulled it up and brought it up, but we'll probably talk about it next time. But
there you go. That could be one of our topics. Who's really running our country?
Illuminati is a trip.
A lot of people don't know about it. A lot of people know about it. Those organizations are the ones that run the country, other than the government.
Yep, that's right.
We'll talk about it next time, Tim.
Next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about
We
that.
don't want to blow their mind too much
Next
right now. You know what I'm saying?
But you
Too
know,
much on them.
but I do believe that it is, and if you think about it, you know, our whole society, as you said, was built on racism. I found it interesting that even if you go to such thing as Mount Rushmore and Guthrun Borgheim, he was a German guy that sculptured it.
Right.
And he was associated with white supremacist groups, funding to get that done. And if you really think about it, 12 of our presidents were slave owners. 8 out of the 12 were slave owners while they were in office. Talking about like Washington, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe.
Right. There were free blacks that went along with them also. Frederick Douglass didn't, but there were other free blacks that said, you know what? You don't really got to give them no reparations. They good. There were blacks that said that. So we got to understand there's two sides. You know, it's always white people this. No, black people was involved in that too. Our own people actually kind of set us up. There were black slave owners, but no one talks about that. It's always white guy against the black guy. That's not true.
See, that's why this kind of stuff needs to be taught in school.
It needs to. Law, real economics, all this, the things that you're going to face as an adult, as a young adult. Maybe you don't have a mother or father to teach you. So someone has to teach you this. And the school is obligated to teach these kids these bare necessities to survive and move on in life, to make each student a productive citizen so that we can change things eventually. So we can prevent those that are racist from being racist because of misinformation that they read from people that are ignorant. You know what I'm saying? And it's the school's obligation and ours too. So
yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, you don't want to really send your child out there with their gun half loaded.
Yeah, no.
But you really want them to have the facts. Now
you give them the facts, and then they got to make the right decision. They make the wrong decision, you hold them accountable and say, that's not how we do it. That's not how you do it. That's a bad. Now, like, this is my example. I take every man or every woman as they come. I don't care what color you are. I take you as you come, period. So if I get into it with a white guy, and I see another white guy, I'm not going to judge that white guy because of what he did. I'm going to say, well, that guy had to be, he's just a fucking prick. You're cool. Let's be cool. You know, I ain't going to look at the black guy because he made me mad and then see another black guy and automatically assume that he's going to be like him. No, I'm going to see what he's going to bring to the table. If he's cool, then I'm cool. But people have to look at it that way. You can't just automatically assume and judge. And I hate racism. It's like that because it's so easy. It's so easy to take care of. It's so easy to move forward from it. We're proving it.
But you do have it always buried in the back of your head.
It's there.
It's there.
It's because it's been taught. We've been taught to have that in our head.
You got that little thing in the back.
Yeah, we've been trained.
And it's like, now wait a minute, that ain't right. But we've been trained.
And anytime you try to step outside that barrier, someone will pull you back in and say, hey, you know, we've been trained by comedians, by politicians, by some of our parents, brothers, sisters, could be by our group, our society, our church, or whatever organization we belong to. We've been trained.
Absolutely.
We've been taught.
Absolutely. Hey, real quickly, and then when I seen this, I
like that.
Me too.
I was going crazy. The new Fisher Price toy that's out there for kids. What is that? That's the chatter phone, like we had when we was kids. The one you used to pull along behind, and the eyes would and you could.
You got a Bluetooth.
Now for your child, they're adding Bluetooth, so your child can utilize your cell phone via
Mine's ain't getting
Bluetooth.
Yeah, so then you decide to whoop your kid butt. They're gonna plug it to the Bluetooth down 911 on their little phone. Yeah, I'm 5, but I got a whooping. I'm like, come on, man. That's for adults. They ain't got nothing else to do. Right. And you know what, Tim? What's funny? Everything comes back. You know what I'm saying? Everything comes back around. They just bringing everything back around. It's hilarious. When you told me that, I said, what? I looked it up. I'm like, no. Why?
I have no idea. I'm like, and it has like 9 hours of talk time. So your kid, you're in their bed asleep, and your kid's dialing 1-900 numbers.
Getting connected to
running up the bill.
I need some sheep so I can't sleep. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, my diaries are wet. Well, that's an expensive room if you want to get into that one.
I'm just saying. I'm just thinking at the boardroom. They sitting there talking about, you know what? We need something new.
That's crazy.
What has nostalgia and that we can bring back that everyone would like? Someone give me ideas. Give me something. Give me something. What about the phone with the big eyes and put a Bluetooth on it? You fucking genius. Let's do that.
Love it. Love it.
Crazy.
They said, and I guess Fisher Price also said, and when I was reading the article on it, it said if you don't want the phone, you can get. They have banana phone.
Okay.
That's crazy.
So you can get your kid a banana phone too if they like bananas better than the chatter phone.
There's some
banana
kids
phone
out here who's getting that too.
They're gonna do fruits and vegetable phones. I guess that's a good way to make a kid eat the fruits and vegetables. I don't know, make a carrot phone and a kale phone and big piece of kale, and I don't know. It's just a waste of money, man. That's America.
It sure is.
But on the real, isn't that toy designed for like 2-year-olds, 3 or 4?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why would you? That's a now you're gonna have adults walking around with these phones. What's up, baby? I got this new I got the new phone with the eyes on it, baby.
Man, that's a perfect excuse for the husband. Hey, me and the kids is going out to the park. Take that there and use that.
Grab my phone, would you?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a brother in the park front with his phone, like,
right,
yeah, babe, I got this new phone that the kids had now. I'm rocking it right now.
I got the hookup, baby.
That's crazy.
So they wrong for that.
Something to it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, when I look at some of the stuff they've got for these kids out there nowadays, if it comes,
can you imagine how much money? The money they wasting on making that phone, they could be using their money directing the toys on the schools that's trying to not teach.
There's a lot of places they can direct it to, and sad part, they finna make some money.
Absolutely. We were talking about that earlier, too. Queen and I conversation of what happened to the Monopoly boards and
stuff. All the board games cost so much these days.
I'm teaching real estate.
Right.
For how much is a Monopoly board anymore?
Hey, I'm going to tell you, Tim, Silvy, we need to boycott that phone. We should put a coalition together, and then we need to march on that phone.
Boycott the chatter phone. Boycott the chatter phone.
Hey.
Yeah, start a whole petition.
Okay.
All right. Anyhow, that wraps up some of the stuff I wanted to talk about tonight, unless you got another thing. But anyhow, why don't you shoot me some topics, and then Wednesday we'll put that up on the list.
Right, I got 3 of them. I'm gonna shoot it to you. A lot of people don't know this stuff.
Don't say it now.
And don't give it all away.
It's bigger than the government, bigger than Illuminati. A lot of people don't know this, and we should know this. And I looked it up. I'm like, are you serious? And I didn't know it. I'm like, okay, we finna spread this news.
All right. Looking forward to that too.
Give me some more research to do. Excellent.
Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Now you know.
Now you do know. Tim's Tid Bits will hit Wednesdays with super special guests.
Larry. Peace, brother.
All right, Larry.
Thank you, Larry.
Hey, Facebook, Estelle Jr. Larry, hit me up. Yeah. I got some more stuff coming soon, so it's coming.
That's what's up.
LRE Fitness Solutions. Keep you moving. We keep you moving, baby.
That's what's up. What's up.
How's your hammy doing?
Oh, it's good now. I'm back in there working it. I'm not training nobody right now, so I can get fully recovered. Mm-hmm. I think I got another week. I'm gonna go to the pool and try to hit me about 500 meters. Mm-hmm. If I hit that 500 meters swimming and then everything feels right, I'm back on track.
I told you the truth. I told Larry the other day when we was talking about getting in shape. I said, they'll send you like on a mile run, but after about 10 meters, I'm out of breath. I'm done.
Terrible.
Hey, like I said, when I first got hurt, I went to the pool, and it's pretty much 25-meter pool. I swam about 20 laps. I swam for like 30 minutes, and usually I swam nonstop back and forth. I swam half a lap, got out and tucked my tail between my legs and went home.
Okay.
Only half.
Well, listen to your body, nevertheless. If you gotta take it easy.
Did the lifeguard have to jump in and pull your ass out?
Right. Hey, the crazy part, that's my warm up. I would swim 500 meters and then hit the weights. I couldn't even swim half a lap, so I know I was a hurt puppy.
Hey,
that's too bad.
You still a beast.
Yeah, he's still a beast.
That's what's
up. Not this month. Next month.
All right, you entitled to it. You bounce back. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
That's what's up.
In a minute, bro.
All right, Larry. Thanks, Larry. We'll see you next week on Wednesday.
Yes, thank you. See y'all later.
You're welcome. Say hi to the
Bye,
family.
America.
Hi to the family for me.
All right, thank you.
All right. Hey, this has been super duper terrific Thursday.
Califragilistic.
That and more with Now You Know with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. I look forward to all the segments, all the surprises, all the information, all that we have to give and provide to you next week on Thursday. And mark it down because Smooth Tim is moving to a show day all himself, him and Larry E. And that's on Wednesdays, Tim's Tid Bits, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, the Queen Silvy Show, the multiple award-winning Queen Silvy Show, will still be every Tuesday from 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check your time zones. It's so great. And then Thursday, we have Now You Know. So that's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We are definitely going to bring the best of live entertainment, talents, and topics from around the world to you. If you
now, like, I really didn't mean it when I said we're just branching off because we need our space.
No, it's not that. You're blowing up so that you really need to move and do this very thing, I think, and it's a great thing. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And, if you would like to participate on Tuesday's game show, the fun word guessing game, Sylvia Mid, hit us up at queensylviacomic.com or the website, thequeensylvyshow.com for that, as well as joining the Queen Silvy Show's Friends Club, as well as joining, if you will, and spread the word for the YouTube channel for the Queen Silvy Show. That's where you can get caught up on everything. Tim's Tid Bits, the Now You Know show, the Queen Silvy Show, and a lot of other things in there as well. It has really been a very honor and pleasure to present all of these great individuals, kings and queens doing their thing and sharing it with you. Pam Anderson with You're Not Alone, Dementia Talk with Pamela. Inside Your Mind with the Diva, the newest segment that began today. I'm looking for great things next week and beyond.
Yeah, I like that.
I did too, very much so. LPs Flavor Review. Thank you very much. For the question of the week this week, I want to thank Uncle Leroy, Angie Akers, Tamar, Cynthia, and Kane Patino. You are a blessing, and I appreciate you all for doing and taking the time and sending in video answers to the question or questions of the week. Talking with TeeLatrice, thank you. So inspirational. I am learning along with you, and I hope that you all are as well. Tim's Tid Bits. Where we're moving on up. He just moving on, just pew, already on Wednesday. Got his own show. Look for him on TV coming soon. NBC, ABC.
All your major networks.
You never know.
You do the pay-per-view, too. I like that idea.
But, it has been absolutely great. Tuesday on the Queen Silvy Show, we have a great guest out of United Kingdom. Check out the flyers and the promotions that's going out for that as well. And that we have Sylvia Mid also for the last contestant of the month of October has an opportunity to beat the person that's in the lead right now. I believe she's in Atlanta, Georgia, who's going for all that cash. Who is the person that's going to play? Tune in Tuesday to find out. That's right.
That's right.
And then tune in Wednesday for Tim's Tid Bits. And then tune in Thursday for Now You Know. Ooh, this is just so fantastic. All from the producers of the Queen Silvy Show. So, hey, you can follow Queen Silvy on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, any and everywhere. Google Queen Silvy or the Queen Silvy Show. You can definitely find us. Hit us up on the website, thequeensylvyshow.com, or send us a message. Get hooked up on queensylviacomic.com. Smooth.
You follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Again, the easiest way is to look at the top of the screen there. Follow us on thequeensylvyshow.com. Get onto our email list. Otherwise, absolutely. Hey, I guess, Queen, till next week.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great next week, I tell you.
Same Queen time, same Queen station.
We'll holla. Family-owned business established in 2003. With over 17 years of professional, high-quality, and greatly satisfied service, Lafrida's cleaning service will get the job done. Specializing in sanitizing your home, business, post-construction, and commercial cleaning, no job's too big or small. See for yourself and give us a call, 567-249-9172. Lafrida's Cleaning Service, our reputation.